Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's great that John shares the responsibility, and yeah, it's slightly different. You're sitting in the seat, and it's probably the one thing, speaking to other senior coaches, that never prepares you actually sitting in that seat and have that responsibility. So, look, I've been around for a little while, and the way that the team works here, we work pretty collaborative. So it'll be slightly different, but yeah, looking forward to the opportunity.
Is John even going to be there?
Yeah, no, he will be there. I'm sure John will be sitting close. So it's all about preparing for round one, so he's still going to be heavily involved, and feeding him some information, and obviously he's about helping guide and stuff, so which is great to have him around. Yeah, there's a really good mix of guys with some experience, but we've also given some opportunity to some young guys that have come in. So you're right, you mentioned Parker, Hanbury, they'll come in, and Joey Kennedy, first game as captain. So yeah, this time of the year it's about sort of managing their minutes and preparing them for round one. So there's a few guys that aren't quite right, but yeah, it's great for the fans to see some new faces. We've got 3 draftees that'll play footy, and possibly a couple of rookies once the team comes out. So I guess this time last year, probably no one knew about Tom Papley, and by round 6 everyone knew about him. So hopefully a couple of those guys might bub up for us.
Little baptism of fire, Kirky, obviously coaching an intra club. What did you take away from last Friday's hit
out? It was really quite willing. The guys have just been in a holding pattern. We've been playing match sim for about 4 to 5 weeks now, so it's like playing against your brother in the backyard. You're going hard, but you don't really want to hurt them too much. So the guys are looking forward to the opposition, and we had a good hit out. For me personally, it was just to take a bit more responsibility and deliver sort of on-game meetings and breaks and things. So yeah, I enjoyed it, but it's another step this weekend.
Tell you what though, like you talk about bashing up your little brother, but did you see the Kangaroos intra club?
Yeah, well, they're sort of in a phase where there's a few guys have retired, so everyone's putting their hand up, and I guess that's what you want in your footy club. You want pressure for spots. So yeah, they were really willing, and they were going at it hard. So yeah, I'm sure come 2 o'clock in Coffs Harbour on Sunday, it was pretty willing. And like most of the pre-season games early, it can be pretty messy and a lot of chaos, but as the game settles down a bit, it can open up, because guys just aren't used to playing that up and down tempo footy.
So how hard do you go? Do you guys go?
Well, yeah, we just let the guys go. It's when you're working with competitive athletes, it's hard to try to hold them back. The only way you can hold them back is actually take them off the ground. So certain guys will have to play certain minutes depending on where they're at with their pre-seasons, and some guys will play a good chunk of the game. But yeah, once the ball bounces, when you're that way inclined, you just go after it.
How much time do you reckon Lukey Parker will get out there? I suppose you've got to manage him coming back in.
Yeah. So Luke's been back in training, in full training contact for about 3 or 4 weeks now, so he's right to go. He'll probably spend his time in between the midfield and forward, and it looks like it can be really valuable when he goes forward for us. So he might play 60-70% of the game, depending on how he's tracking.
You've got a fair few options too. With Darcy Cameron in there and Tippo, they sort of rucked against each other a fair bit last week. Do you plan to maybe rotate the pair of them through the forward line, or maybe keep Darcy back in ruck and let Tippo do a little work up front?
Yeah, with Sinclair and Naismith not quite ready. Really good exposure for Darcy Cameron. Showed himself to be a really competent forward over in the waffle. So yeah, he's been learning his craft as a ruckman here, and yeah, he's shown he's got some stuff. So I think on the weekend they'll share that responsibility. We want to get Kirk a good look forward. He was in some good form early in the year when he was forward. So yeah, they'll probably go, who knows, 50-50, I guess, during the game to give a look at both of them, expose Darcy in the ruck, but also give Kirk a good look forward.
Another good chance for Sam.
Oh, it's fantastic. Sam's just chomping at the bit to get out there and play. He's done all the pre-season. It's the first full pre-season he's completed in a long time. So you can see the smile on his face just running around, finishing the intra-club and just ready to play against real opposition again. It's great for him, and it's great for our footy club and our fans.
What do you expect from Joey? This is his first sort of competitive game, I suppose, as the captain.
Yeah.
How do you reckon he'll handle it, and what kind of captain do you think he'll make out there?
Well, with Joey, he just steps up. I think anything that comes his way, he just takes that responsibility on. I think I've seen him develop from when he first came to the club, and he's slowly evolved. And again, taking the captaincy on, he's taken the extra responsibility on. And I don't think he'll change too much about the way he plays football. There's no doubt the sort of off the field, the interactions and stuff, and thinking about the game and everyone else around, he's probably changed a little bit for him. But yeah, I think what Joey's been able to deliver over the last 3 or 4 years, it'll be probably something similar.
But on that still, I guess his skill and performance is unquestionable, but is it his vocal, like, does he become more vocal? Have you noticed anything so far?
I think the thing is when you take on a leadership position like that, you don't want to change too much. So the advice was, mate, do what you do really well, and that's obviously train hard, play hard, and then obviously you want to open up your awareness a little bit. But yeah, he's always had an opinion and a strong opinion on why we play and how things are going. So there's maybe some slight shifts, but yeah, he'll do pretty much what he's done day in, day out the last couple of years.
What about yourself, Brett? Do you have aspirations maybe to take this further in the future, the head coaching role?
Yeah, I love coaching people and love watching guys grow, and really passionate about it. So I'm learning my craft. I want to get as much knowledge and experience as I possibly can. I think working under Ross Lyon and now under John, they both had sort of long apprenticeships, so I'm not in any hurry at all. So I just keep learning my craft, developing, and then if the opportunity comes along down the track, yeah, maybe have a look at it.
A couple of pretty good blokes to learn underneath, I suppose.
Yeah, no, I've been really fortunate to have some great mentors. I played under Paul Ruse as well, so 3 guys that, really strong in their own different aspects in coaching.
When do we see Buddy in action?
Yeah, so Lance had a really good hit out on Wednesday. He was close to playing, but given no risk policy this time of the year, so I definitely think we'll see him in the JL2.
Kirky, just there's always some great stories at this time of year with players coming back, but one in particular, Colin O'Riordan, his first senior crack at AFL. What are you expecting from the Irishman?
He will have a crack, Colin O'Riordan. Fantastic watching him going about his business. He came in and from day one, he's just got a wonderful attitude. Really thrived for thirst to learn, and I think from all the guys I've seen, that's Ty Kennelly included, he was able to pick up the ball and really adapt to it really quickly. Great decision maker, and he's really, really competitive, so it gels well for a really good player.